Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Moon Phase Tarot 1111. Today we are looking at water signs and what is coming for 2023. Okay, we've got a lot of cards on the board today, so overall, I would say that you guys have been going through a lot. We have the Death card here twice. So I think that you guys have undergone a lot of transformation in the last year. We have the Tower, the Magician, the Three of Cups, the Knight of Cups, Queen of Swords, Ten of Cups, the Hanged Man, Death, once again, and the Five of Swords. I feel like there's been a lot of maybe waiting, like somebody just. We've got the Hanged Man here, and he is clarifying death. So I'm getting this feeling of, I don't want to just say seclusion, but I think that you guys have purposely taken yourself maybe out of a situation or out of, I don't know, the rings around his head is really standing out to me, but it's almost out of the limelight, if that makes sense. You're out of, I don't know, just you just don't want to be the center of attention right this second, or you felt that way recently for quite a while. The Tower is here, and that speaks of an upheaval. And then to clarify the Tower, we have death again. We have death here twice. So I think that it feels like a lot of things had to go to make way for the new things. We have the Magician, and the Magician's all about manifestation, and realizing that you've always had everything that you needed in order to change your life. As for what's coming, we have the Knight of Cups here, and that is being clarified by the Queen of Wands, or no, not the Queen of Wands, sorry, the Queen of Swords. So I think that there's truth maybe about something. It could be something, it could be someone. You have, like I said, the Knight of Cups, you have the Three of Cups can talk about reconciliation, and then you have the Ten of Cups clarifying the Three of Cups. So there can definitely be a person coming your way, a past person, because you have the Six of Cups here as well. So somebody that, you may be thinking about, maybe reminiscing about, or they're thinking and reminiscing about you. We have the Six of Wands, which can speak to, victory, showing up, being in the limelight. Basically the other energy, you took the break, but now it's time to stand in the limelight. We have the card Not Enough here, and it says frustrated in a relationship, lack of confidence, self-sabotage, fear, ego issues, jealousy. So even if you're not in a relationship, it can literally just speak to not feeling like you were enough for something, whether that be your career, a relationship, maybe just in general. I don't know your specific situation, but I think that you're getting out of that energy, because right underneath that we have death. So I don't think that that's an energy that you are continuing to stay in for 2023. We have, self-indulgence here on, towards the bottom. And it says focus on self, self-worth, time to heal, shadow work, self-appreciation. And I think that's actually what you've been doing. I think that's the reason why we have the Hanged Man here. I think that you just needed to self-reflect. I think that you needed to, I don't know, I get like kind of a heavy energy. Like, I don't know if you were just holding on to too much. But I think that it was, I don't have the Ten of Wands here, but I kind of feel the energy of just kind of trying to hold everything together instead of letting it fall apart. And I think that that's why the tower came in. I think that it needed to fall apart. Like, whatever this was, maybe it was just your own ideas of what you should be versus, I don't want to say reality, but kind of. When you overanalyze and you're just in that lack mentality, I think you realized that it's not getting you anywhere. It's not serving you in any way to just kind of sit in this energy of lack, of not feeling like you're enough. So I think that you're getting out of that. I don't think that like you're there anymore. Like, again, we've got death here twice. So I think it's just more confirmation. Like, no, I can't continue this way. The Magician's here. I think you're manifesting better things. We do have the Five of Swords here, and that can speak to, mind games and possibly manipulation. The Magician can speak to mind games and manipulation as well, in the wrong energy. So I think that other people may have been around you manipulating a situation, and that you've realized, but you don't want that anymore. Like, you're not, I don't think, like it feels like you're not going to put up with that anymore. Underneath the Magician and the Five of Swords, we have unconditional love, self-love, oneness, passion, affection, attraction. So I think that you have realized that you deserve better. Better from not only a love interest or, somebody you could have been in a relationship with. We don't have the Three of Swords here, but, you may have been in a relationship with somebody. I think that you've just realized, like, you don't want to play the mind games anymore. You're not going to settle for the mind games. You're not going to play mind games anymore. Like, you want the unconditional love. You want to settle down. You want stability. We have the palm tree, and it literally says stability, serenity, permanence, growth, endurance, flexibility, and that's underneath death, the Hanged Man, and then the palm tree. So, I think that you've definitely had a moment of clarity and the things that you will and will not put up with anymore. We do have engagement ring underneath the Three of Cups, the Ten of Cups, and then engagement ring. So that can speak of engagement, partnership, commitment, eternity, completion, union. So, the Three of Cups can talk about reconciliation, gatherings. Then the Ten of Cups is happiness, emotional fulfillment. We've got a whole family here, super happy. The children are frolicking. The couple here have their hands up. And then engagement ring. So, yeah. If you do have a person coming back to you with this Six of Cups here, this, that can speak to a soulmate, that can also speak, it can also talk about friendship too, but the Knight of Cups here can be like a flirty, a young kind of flirty energy. So if you do have a person coming back, I think that they are going to tell you the truth. They're going to tell you that they want to maybe move this into a different direction than what you were going in before. Because if it just feels like nothing was happening. Like I'm just being like drawn to the Hangman again. Like it just feels like nothing was happening. Like there's just a bunch of stagnant energy, and there was a bunch of things that needed to die. Like I'm sorry to put it kind of bluntly, but yeah, definitely. In order to thrive, like this, old way of thinking, maybe self-sabotage, other people potentially sabotaging as well. There's a lot of ending energy on the board here, and a lot of like self-love. We even have mirror. It says mirroring each other, self and image, blah, I can't talk. Relationships reflect our wounds, introspection. So, yeah, I think that that's like the huge vibe of this entire reading. Like I think that there's definitely been a lot of introspection on the things that you want, the things that you will tolerate, the things that you will not tolerate, and the moves you need to take in order to get what you want. That's another huge thing. Like Death, he's on a horse. The Knight of Cups, he's on a horse. The Six of Wands, he's on a horse. So I think that there's a lot of movement forward coming for you in 2023. I honestly think that it's already started. I think that it has already started, but it's only going to get better in 2023. I think that you have realized your own self-worth. And then what that brings is other people realizing your worth. You set the tone for your life. All of us do. Everybody. So the things that you will not put up with, boundaries. When you have healthy boundaries, that's when everything comes in for you that should be for you. So yeah, I see promising things. Emotional fulfillment's coming for you. A partnership, whatever that means for you. If you are with somebody, it could be engagement. If you are not with somebody, it could be, union. If you don't want to be with somebody, it can literally be self-love. We have self-love and oneness, here. So I think you just learning to love yourself and not put up with any BS is changing everything. It's going to change your whole year for the better. Before I close out your reading, I want to talk about the lilac fire dragon. And it says, transmutes through the power of divine love. Open up to transcendent love and enlightenment. Purity of heart brings peace, hope, and joy, which is basically everything that I said. But I am going to read from the book and give you your guidance. So it says, when you choose this card, the Lilac Fire Dragon will touch you with incredible ninth dimensional light. So you call it in and ask it to touch you as it approaches you. Breathe in divine love and sense the lilac fire enveloping you. This will enable you to let go of the old easily, calmly, and graciously. Notice particularly how you feel when this dragon touches you and sense the purity of the love that it radiates. Ask this dragon to remain with you, to anchor the glorious light of lilac fire and take you into a new and illuminated way of being. When you do this, the love radiating from your heart will become purer and more beautiful. People will sense this and respond with trust, respect, and gratitude. Consciously work with this beautiful dragon and notice the difference it makes in your life and the quality of love around you, which is exactly what we were touching on throughout the entire reading. Self-love, self-respect, and how it will affect everything in your life. Like attracts like. So to attract good, you have to feel that energy within yourself, okay? It's the vibration that you radiate forward. So when you're vibrating at a higher level, you will attract things that are also in that vibration. So when you know your self-worth, other people will treat you accordingly as well. The universe will treat you accordingly as well. And I think that you're coming to a point where you're realizing this. It's not to say that you never knew. It's the fact that maybe you weren't sure how it worked, energy and manifestation and things like that. But you're coming to like this realization point of you can't get good while in bad or neglectful or self-loathing energy. So as for 2023, I think that you are headed into this new year with a much more positive mindset. And because of that, because of raising your vibration, you are going to manifest the happiness that you've always wanted. It is coming. Stay in that vibration. Stay in that upbeat, positive vibration. If you have to listen to good music, things that make you move, things that make you dance, things that make you laugh, watch a comedy, things like that. Talk to a friend maybe that you haven't talked to in a long time that makes you happy. Don't talk to people that are in terrible energy and expect them to put you in good energy. They will not. They're going to bring you into their terrible energy. So just a warning there. But yeah, I think that you're headed in the right direction though. Like I feel calm. And maybe that's a thing for you too right now. Maybe you are feeling a sense of calm that you probably didn't feel beforehand. You know, maybe you were always kind of a nervous person, or maybe a very busy person. You could have possibly been a person who always took on too much, you know, in the stress department. Not even necessarily too much physically, but too much stress. And I think that this upcoming year is going to be a much lighter year. As long as you keep on track, you know, keep, if you have to, write out goals, journal them, you know, write down your goals. And then as you start to, you know, reach those goals, check them off. You can do it in your phone, you can do it in an actual journal, just by writing a list. Write a list. I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do this, okay? And then as you start to do those things, check them off. Don't erase them. Just put a check mark by them. Because as you start going down the list, it's actually going to motivate you to check off the other things on the list. And then it might be a long list, you know, the things that you want, but that's okay. That's all right. Just take it one thing at a time and put a check mark by it when it's accomplished. Because by the time you get halfway down that list, or 3/4 of the way down the list, or if you get all the way down the list, okay, you're going to look back and go, wow, I thought this was going to be so overwhelming, but look at everything I accomplished. Like, that's amazing. You got this. I think that this is going to be a good year for you guys. So, with that being said, I want to say thank you so much for watching the video. I'll ask you to please like and subscribe. It helps me pull your energy so I can get more of a diverse readings. So yeah, there we go, water signs. I'm wishing you the best year ever. Love and light.